Now we're very excited to have Ryan Reynolds join us live. Ryan, thanks for joining us.
The actor.
Hey, thank you.
You're an actor. You're the owner of cell carrier Mint Mobile, and you're taking quite a different approach to ads during this year's big game, skipping a traditional commercial entirely for something a little more old school. Now, you know how big Super Bowl commercials are. You've been in them, but you're taking a different approach. Do tell.
It is the it's the biggest forum for ads on the planet, really. I mean, so the whole reason I became an owner of Mint Mobile was to bring light to the fact that wireless bills don't need to be $100 a month. I thought, a lot of celebrities are out there, working with companies that are kind of aspirational or luxurious. I think practical is sexy. I think practical is actually very sexy. So instead of a $5 million commercial, we do a much cheaper print ad. And then we use that money to pass it on to the customers of Mint Mobile. So we're increasing the data limits for every single customer. And it's a premium wireless service. Comes for as little as $15 a month, which is 6 to 7 times lower than AT&T and Verizon and all that stuff. So it's mostly just coming from a place that people doesn't need to be like that. So.
Wow. But you've been on such a roll with your ads. Aviation Gin, Match.com, Deadpool. Was it tough not to take the shot?
Well, I'm such a huge fan of Super Bowls and Super Bowl ads. I mean, I watch the Super Bowl just as much for the ads as I do the game. I appeared in an ad in 2016. And if you don't get it right, it's super hard to do. I want to make sure that we're engaging, not broadcasting, so to speak. So I like going scrappy. I like Aviation Gin and Mint Mobile have both gone really scrappy, and it tends to work much better for these companies. So.
You said that money you're saving, $5.5 million, by not doing an ad. Sounds like you're putting kind of back into the company, but did you also give consideration to the times? Some companies aren't engaging at all or buying an ad this time around, just given the times that we're in. Was there any consideration given to that? There's something else or better we could be doing with this money right now?
I always think that it's better to approach things head on. I think if in these times you just want to make sure that you're not pandering and making it kind of saccharine or something like that. But, my companies, Mint Mobile and frankly, Aviation Gin, have leaned right into everything that people are going through, helping out-of-work bartenders, helping customers of Mint Mobile have free data when they need it, that kind of stuff. So I just think companies in this kind of situation, if they're afloat and they're doing well, they have a duty to kind of chip in and help out.
Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And a lot of companies are doing it. It's great to hear that right now. What a year this has been. Different kind of Super Bowl. Do you have any plans?
I'm going to watch the game. I have 3 daughters. So Blake and myself and the kids will sit down and we'll watch the game for about 4.5 seconds before it switched over to Paw Patrol. And then I'll be watching the game from my phone. So that's me. I don't know about you guys. Or I may just wander outside and stare into the sun directly for 7 full minutes. I don't know. Anything could happen on Super Bowl Sunday. We'll see what the weather brings.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, what has it been like, you and the girls, having so much of this time together, given the circumstances that we find ourselves in?
I'm building a panic room, just for me, just fits me. It's an Iron Maiden. It's actually been amazing. I mean, look, there's gifts in all of this stuff. I mean, we've spent so much of the year all together, and there's so many Americans, North Americans, and people all over the world who are living paycheck to paycheck, and we are very cognizant of how lucky we are to have that time to be together in a way that is not hurting our family. So I look back at it with such gratitude, but also this year has been a real call to action, not just for me, not just for Blake, but for everybody, to find ways to create equity for others on this planet. So it's been a pretty cold bucket of water, but in a good way.
And speaking of quarantine, you were just talking about here that you're learning to build a panic room, but you have a new series here called Ryan Doesn't Know Where You Are on the Snapchat series, trying to pick up new crafts to, quote, be a less boring husband and father. What have you learned that has made you a less boring husband and father?
Well, I've learned a few. Look, in quarantine, I think a lot of people did this. They were sort of becoming jacks of all trades, but masters of none. And I was no different. I was excited to try to learn It started with me trying to learn balloon animals, which was surprisingly challenging. And then I thought, wouldn't it be cool to have or be a part of a show where we learn a little bit about something from a lot of different people. And we're learning a lot about specifically from artists that we wouldn't necessarily hear from in mainstream television or media. So I was really seeking out very special artists and making sure to highlight their work as well as my absolute absence of work at what they do so well. So
Was that ice sculpting? You learned to do ice sculpting?
Ice sculpting. Oh man, we did ice sculpting. We did axe throwing. I learned nail art. You know, I learned how to do actual nail. Yeah, it was amazing. And a lot of these things I get to take home and put to good use in the house, particularly nails.
Yeah, just want to make sure you still have all your fingers, right? When you put them up, what you're talking about, all the things that
Amazingly,
you do.
yeah. I mean, I've got the 4 good ones and the other prosthetics, and they're great. They've been working great. Axe throwing. I recommend doing that under the closed supervision. Truly, that one. Yeah.
Well, it is always a pleasure to have you with us, and you are right. Practical is sexy. And you personify that. Bless you for it.
Thank you.
Our best to you, Blake and the girls.
Thank
and
you
enjoy the Super
guys.
Bowl.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Coming up.
Sure will. You too.
All right.
You too.
All right. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.